Okay, good of the order?
Yes. Hi, everybody. I just want to speak on a couple of subjects briefly, which are basically tied together. I keep hearing and watching UCO officers telling associations, sometimes 3, 4, or 5 meetings times during a meeting, that the two reasons they're forcing board members to obtain their certificates of approval at UCO or WPRF is reason number one, because they did it before COVID and now they're returning to the practice after COVID. I can tell you as president for 16 years in my association, I've never been required to go anywhere to obtain a certificate of approval. So that's false on its face. Number two, because associations who are self-managed are, quote, messing everything up and don't know what they're doing and are causing all kinds of problems, unquote. There are very few self-managed associations in the village, so I'll speak for myself. As president of a self-managed association for 15 years, of all the dozens of owners and tenants who have moved into my association, I've never had a single COA come back for any reason. My COAs have always been typewritten and professionally done. My proactive self-managed association's been way ahead of the curve, and we've been way ahead in efficiency and cost savings. We've had our own website since 2009, long before it was a requirement. We were way ahead of the curve in renovating the structure of our buildings long before Surfside collapsed, so I don't buy the self-management argument either. In fact, I think the real reason for the requirement is that UCO knows that others are now doing investigations, such as property management companies, realtors, and even individuals like myself. So forcing you board members to come to UCO, they can get you into their office so they can reinforce the idea that they should be doing your investigations. Now, I don't mind UCO doing investigations, not at all. However, you see, the problem is everyone else charges $25 or $30 to do the investigation. UCO takes your whole $150, spends about the same as everybody else for the investigation, and then puts the rest in their bank account. The rest of that money should go into the association's bank account, be used for repairing damages to move-ins and move-outs and that sort of thing. So as a not-for-profit organization, they're not allowed to make a profit. So they shouldn't be taking the whole $150, but just the amount that it takes to do the investigation of like $20, $30, $35. So just keep that in mind the next time you give them your $150 check. Remember, if anybody else does it for you, it'll cost you about $25. And by the way, UCO can't force you to have them do the investigation. You run your association, not UCO. If they're an advisory group, and whenever asked by owners why they exist, they always say the same thing. They exist to pay the 5 big contracts for our village common elements and very little else. So keep that in mind, board officers. Thank you very much.
Thank you.